What I've noticed about culture change is that, one, it's coming up everywhere. All companies that we work with are really interested in using culture as a lever to better execute their strategy. So it's becoming more and more important in today's environment and thinking about the future. We've also noticed in working with our clients on culture change that there are a lot of missteps that our clients make or critical components that they often ignore. The first is that people and organizations who are actually part of authoring the change that you want to make are much more likely to implement it. It's a concept we call authorship is ownership. And we do this in a way that doesn't take forever. We're not asking everyone in the organization to actually define the culture, but giving them some say in how is culture showing up today, how would we action the new culture, really goes a long way in accelerating adoption and making them feel like owners. The second big point is that to be understood and adopted and valued, culture really needs to come to life and be real. We see so many times where culture is just words on a page. It's, paraded around the organization, on all of the walls, on people's backgrounds, there's handouts, but it doesn't really come to life and people don't see behavior change. And what we really focus on there is defining how is the culture showing up in real ways of working along your daily operating rhythm, and what are the specific things that we want people to actually do differently in those moments in time. And that really makes it real for people and helps them understand what they need to let go of and what they need to do instead. Which brings us to a really important one, which is a lot of our clients spend so much time defining that future state and where they're going, and they don't spend any time honoring the past or what's gotten them there, thinking about what do we want to preserve, because there are probably things that were great that we want to keep, and what do we need to let go of that no longer serves us. If we're not letting go of things, it's really hard to adopt new things. So that's a critical component that we try and leave space for throughout the process. The next one is that culture change is a lot of things. It's complex. It takes a lot of time. And we often see clients over-rotate on one lever over another. And what we truly believe is there are three key levers when we're thinking about culture change. You have to look at the underlying mindsets that are actually driving people to behave in a certain way that are often shared in the organization. You have to think about the daily structures or what's accepted in the company that's upholding some of that culture. And then you also do have to look at the processes in place that may be no longer serving where you want your culture to go. And then the final piece, and I think very core to what we believe in BTS, is that any culture change or shift effort needs to be very tied to the business and the strategy. It helps you focus what is the culture that we need for what purpose. It helps you understand what are the levers that you really need to focus on to actually get to that strategy and execute that strategy. And it honestly creates a really compelling case for change, especially for some of those leaders who may not see culture as a critical lever yet, like we do.